Hello, everybody. This is Holly from uh, Transcendental Enclave podcast. And today I have Cindy Gorney here with me, and I'm going to have a wonderful conversation concerning her spiritual business, because she most definitely is a spiritual entrepreneur. So let us get conversing with her, and she can tell her wonderful story. First of all, Cindy, go ahead and introduce yourself and the name of your business.
Thank you, Holly. My name is Cindy Gorney. The name of my business is Soul Time with Cindy. The reason I created that name was because I'm all about the soul, and it portrays the healing of my soul and evolving to other souls.
Wonderful. And you certainly cannot, actually, what does Soul Time Cindy with Cindy, what is that associated with? What is your healing modality?
The main one is the Akashic readings, and then I created a course. I created this course because there were so many obstacles in different viewpoints of the Akashic, and mine is coordinated with Reiki and energy, the feeling, the vibration, and I simplified it. I didn't want anybody to have any, struggles or setbacks. It's limitless, and that's the way life should be. And I love that word, because when I was at a yoga retreat in 2017, and there was a giveaway at the end, I had the time of my life, and I was given this Akashic reading, and I had no idea what it was, and everybody was coming up to me and saying, "You got it, you got it." And I didn't realize what a gift it was until I had the 1 hour reading, and it's changed my life. And that's why I'm here, is to help as many souls as possible and do the same.
Would you say that was your awakening moment, your spiritual awakening moment, or just one of many?
Well, she told me that I was intuitive, and that really helped. And as I recall, I've always been like a kind of like a coach, a motivator for anything I knew. I was always a health nut, a foodie. I worked for a homeopathic doctor's office, natural healing, natural hair, skin, everything organic, homeopathic remedies, working out. I still do the same regimen as I've done for, I don't know, maybe 10, 20 years, where I hydrate a lot in the morning, and then I work out, and then I really don't get hungry. I've trained my body to eat 2 meals a day. I really don't get hungry until like 11 or 12. And I make sure that I get my routine, my workout routine done. And that's a balance of, I did a kickboxing class the other day. The day before that, I swam, yoga, lifting. I like balance in many areas of my life.
Well, sounds like you are doing all the right things, because it certainly shows on your physical aspects. You glow, and you're just bright and shiny. Your energy, not only your body, but all components of you, all this positive self-love and self-care is definitely showing itself all over you. Absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
So back to your essentially awakening components. When did you know that you were capable of healing? And you did mention a little bit of the different ways that you heal others, but when did you really realize that you were capable of healing on using these different modalities?
After I started giving the readings, when she told me that I was intuitive, that was very powerful. And that reading, I just said, oh, I want this coursework. You know, I dabbled in a lot of other things, you know, EFT, you know, muscle testing. You know, I dabbled in hypnosis, many, many things. But this one just, I felt like I struck gold when she told me that, the reading, I wanted to learn all of it. So with that, then the intuitive mindset grew and developed, and now I've learned so much. I'm endless learner. I just want to learn everything that I can to heal more people and to heal myself, just like you taught me. Your gift.
Yes. Oh, well, thank you. It really is a great point that you bring up, that if we don't heal ourselves, we can only heal others to the extent that we have healed ourselves. We can't go beyond our own capabilities. But through all this self-healing and self-realization and self-love, that really bolsters us and opens up a lot more possibility for us to help others in a more comprehensive way. You would agree, I would assume, with that.
Those are my two favorite words, love and grace.
Oh, yes. Very, very needed in this times, I tell you. Very much so. So, so tell me, if you would, what are one or two examples of some of your more unusual healing experience with your clients and or friends?
Let's see, I'll just go over like the last two readings. One was, you know, I'm just so in tune to the Akashic. They'll tell me something, you know, for example, it was for someone to do what she wanted. And then they didn't say anything more. So she really wasn't honoring herself. And I didn't, like, we were just spot on. I didn't really have to say any more than what they told me. And that is the connection that I just can't say enough about. Number one, it's who I connect with and why. And the information that they give is exactly what they need to hear. And wait, there was another question. So that was one example. Another one.
Unusual.
Oh, unusual.
Yeah, unusual. Yes.
Nothing is coming to mind right now. Like a moment for me or for a client?
For you, your experience.
My experience. Well, that was with you. So the Akashic reading was, it was the opening of the door. It was a limiting belief about myself, but now I found more layers of these limiting beliefs. So I'm like, oh, that's another one. Oh, that's another one. So I keep evolving, healing, and growing and learning that there's more limiting beliefs than I needed to peel away.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. That is so true. I often refer to that as our soul healing, which is very much like an onion. You layer by layer, you're changing the misbeliefs and the negative programming and so much more that's not for our highest good. And just when you think you just completed, you know, huge step, then that brings up your next layer. But with the removal of each of these soul layers and releasing, healing, and then realigning, then you're getting closer and closer and closer to your true soul personality and skills and abilities and knowledge and wisdom. So it's very purposeful in this healing. And of course, the more you expand and heal, the better of service you are to others around you. Not to mention, it greatly elevates your frequency. And that's huge as well. That's one of the current ways that humanity is controlled by external forces that lower your frequency in many numerous ways. So that is a huge goal for us as healers and light workers, is to do everything we can to break past those frequency lowering barriers to keep us on our highest path. Because I do believe we can break through all the barriers imposed upon us. And that's all a part of the ascension process. The other thing, you had mentioned you created your latest program, your learning, your teaching program. When did you start working on that? And what are you currently promoting within that project?
I started that in 2019 when COVID hit. I was homebound, so I created my own course. I wanted to do it my way. I wanted to do it where it was more freer and, put like energy into it and Reiki and things like that, like simple examples to make it very realistic and to take the work out of it and just let the flow and the love come through. So then I created my website, I created the course. I have, I think like 11, 12 students in there now, and it's coming along, and I'm going to launch levels 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to send a newsletter out and then share more about that. And so anybody that's interested, you can reach out, soultimewithcindy.com, or I'm on Facebook. Anyway, you can find me. I'm on Instagram. I'm on YouTube now too.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Do tell, if you would, how many different modalities that you've learned have you included in your course? You mentioned, of course, the Akashic, teaching them how to be an Akashic guide and helping others, as you do for them. But you also incorporate Reiki, so healing energy. And what other healing modalities do you also incorporate into your program?
Well, I did have a high vibration group, and that's kind of slowed down a little bit. And with that, I included manifesting. That's fun. I do have a nutritional group, and the Akashic, and it's really those little aha moments of just tapping in, like what, because sometimes you need to catch yourself, like what are you thinking, and are you looking at things, like seeing things differently, like looking at a tree, or tapping into your intuition, tapping into your meditations, are you ascending when you meditate? Are you asking those questions that you need to when you're in the Akashic records or meditating, giving a reading? There's so many ways to use your intuition through
Beautiful.
your daily life. Listening to something when they're telling you, oh, don't go there today, do this. Do you really follow that intuition, that gut instinct all the way through? And, when you're called to go somewhere, do you follow through and do it? Like today I got a message to tell somebody something, and like, I can't settle until I get it done. Like, when they talk to me, I'm on it. I've learned,
Perfect.
yeah, and it doesn't matter what it is, especially with a client. If you didn't share what's going on, then they wouldn't have that connection. They wouldn't be like, oh, she gets me. She knows this. Like it's all coming through for a reason. It's for them, and it's coming through me. I'm the channel.
And also, as you said, communication between yourself and your students or clients is very important to you. And I believe, as you mentioned before, you're not only there as a mentor throughout the program that they purchase, but you've also put together these a number of other supporting role groups to further help them in other areas of their life. As you said, to support them with their nutrition choices and to support them with learning how to use their gut instinct and their intuition, and helping them manage their beliefs and their verbiage as they're finding out through the manifestation training that their thoughts and words do indeed create. And you have to pay attention closely, often, so you don't create something you don't want.
Right. I'll admit I am a Facebook junkie, and I do have a large tribe of people that I do things with. It could be like full moon ceremonies, whatever. But I noticed, with COVID, everybody was flipping out a little bit. And I have a large backyard, so I being the creative person that I am, I said, okay, just bring a yoga mat, come through the south gate. This is during COVID. Don't worry about a mask. We'll be in the backyard. And it was wonderful. Everybody came, we sat in a circle. I let them first share from their hearts, taught a little bit of yoga. We meditated, we cleared. I love some moments when people woke up, what they saw, what they shared. It was really beautiful.
Oh, wonderful. So you're the kind of spiritual entrepreneur that is very hands-on, it sounds like. You're not only done online, but you're literally opening your home to people who want to learn more about themselves. So that's absolutely perfect. I'm so proud of you. I'm sure your students do.
Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah, I created a self-care Sunday that was fun. We did facials and fun things, and then I got everybody on the table and gave Reiki, intuitive readings, and yeah, it's
perfect.
It's
important.
Get messages.
Just
yeah,
practice.
I keep. Yes, yeah, whatever they need.
Well, it sounds wonderful. So you have some deeper aspects of your training then that you're going to be promoting here soon. So to anyone listening, I guess you can look Cindy up on her website, soultimewithcindy.com, or Facebook, and give her a shout out if you have any interest at all, or to become a part of one of her numerous support groups. I'm sure you could be a part of that without even being a client, depending on the group, I would assume.
Thank you. Yeah, and I just want to share, you can use your intuition. Yes, you can give readings and things, but it can take you anywhere in life that you want to go to tap into that awareness. So, if you're interested, please reach out, because I kind of feel that everybody should have this gift, and to open up to it and to use it. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Cindy. We will wrap up this interview, and thank you everyone for coming and listening for a few minutes to the latest Transcendental Enclave podcast. We both send our blessings and love to you all, and namaste.
Namaste.